Your pre-market summary for Tuesday, June 14th. It is the first day of a two-day Fed meeting that will result in a interest rate increase in the U.S. For the second straight month here. The question being whether or not it will be 50 basis points to the upside or 75 basis points to the upside. The Fed funds tool right now showing a 90% chance of a 75% basis point hike coming tomorrow when the Fed wraps up its two-day meeting. Futures, however, back in positive territory after 3 straight days to the downside. Pretty ugly day to kick things off yesterday for the new week to the downside. But here we go. Positive right now for the S&P 500, 0.42 to the upside. The Dow 0.13, about 0.7 for the NASDAQ in positive territory. Here in Toronto, 0.5% for the TSX futures, pointing to a higher open. Crude back to the upside as well. Even as OPEC, I should say, says demand should be slightly lower going into next year. We'll keep an eye on some energy stocks coming up here as well. 4.7% for Bitcoin right now, 4.7% for Ethereum right now after Bitcoin broke 21,000 briefly overnight. A few things we're watching. That's a look at the SPY on a 5-minute chart coming off of another huge move down yesterday. At the end of the day, we saw selling increase into the close. In fact, Apple back on watch this morning. There was a positive note out from JP Morgan on their streaming service and fitness products going forward. Oracle with a big earnings beat, higher in the pre-market. Nice look for Oracle so far. We'll talk about that Bitcoin move again. Yeah, MicroStrategy on the verge potentially of a margin call after 21,000 gets taken out, as I said, overnight for BTC. We'll see what happens with MSTR. Chinese stocks very strong here once again in the pre-market. We'll talk about some of the Chinese ADRs and a positive note on both Uber and Lyft to keep in mind as well. A ton to look forward to, including, that possible 75 basis point move now coming up tomorrow from the Fed. Grab the watch list, guys. Use the QR code on screen right now. We're coming up at 8:30. Join us, won't you, on TraderTV.Live.